So whenever he's asked what he would like Mojang to add to Minecraft, Skizzleman from Hermitcraft always says enchanted boats. In particular, these enchantments here on the signs. But I always feel kind of bad for him because when he says this, people sort of look at him like, oh, Skizz, Mojang will never add these enchantments. But this isn't Mojang, this is command block survival. Oh, wait. But this isn't Mojang, this is command block survival. Which means we can get the enchantments, we can apply them to a boat, and most of these enchants are pretty easy to add through the attribute command. So for off-roading, we could use step height, the lava boat, we could use gravity, and obviously we could use speed for Rooster Tail, except there's some problems. You see, if we place the boat, it loses all of its enchants, and then it gets worse. If we were to try to, say, apply step height to this boat, we'll just set it to be 5 or something. Jungle Boat is not a valid entity for this command. That is because jungle boats, and any boats for that matter, cannot have attributes applied to them, which completely destroys my entire plan. So we're gonna have to come up with some creative ways to make this boat actually do the things that are on these signs. So we'll start easy and work our way up. And possibly the easiest one to add, or at least the one I think is the easiest, is Sidecar. So if we just slap down another boat here, we can use the ride command to put one boat on top of the other. Now that doesn't look like much of a sidecar, but you can add 3 people. Here, let's move this into, we need some extra passengers. So theoretically, this should be able to hold more than usual. Come on, walk into the boat. There we go. Yeah. Okay, look at that. So that is basically a sidecar. You'll notice there's a bit of an issue though, because you know how he was like spinning around and it was kind of hard to get in the bottom boat. Yeah, see, they're kind of just all on top of each other and it makes it tricky. So let's just add a tag to this bottom boat here. We're gonna call it Sidecar. Yep, it's the jungle boat. Okay, so what this is gonna do is it's gonna get the rotation of the bottom boat and then rotate the top boat by 90, I think. We'll find out very shortly here. Okay, so hopefully... Oh. What? Oh, it's the first one, not the second one. So I actually want it to go the other way. So we'll do -90. I want it looking out the left side. Okay, sweet. So then if we have this on repeat, oh yeah, if you're in the sidecar, you can't control the boat at all. Okay. There's a way to dismount stuff. And I wanted to check that it works. There we go. And now, look at that. Oh, that's right. It has a hitbox. So you can't go through that spot. All right, cool. So now it's a lot more visually obvious which part is which. And it also makes it easier to click into the bottom boat instead of the top one. Nice. Okay. Better be careful. Awesome. Okay, yeah, it stays put the whole time. Okay, so that's one command for the sidecar. I'm just gonna put it right here. Okay, we're gonna try Offroadin next. I'm hoping this is easy, but it actually could be tricky. So the basic idea of this is when you're in water, you can't go onto land. And with the Offroadin enchant, you could kind of go up a block and land up here. So what we're gonna try and do is check in front of the boat. So we need to see how far ahead we should check. So I'm gonna push the boat right up to the block there and we're gonna do some tests. So we're going to be checking if the block in front of the boat is water. So it's correctly saying that we're at the edge, but I want to see how far back we can pull this. Do you think it might have anything to do with not being in water? I feel like there's a decent chance, you know, a decent chance. Okay, so how close can we go here? Aha, it's actually 0.71. That is the absolute edge. So if we back up here, nothing's happening. And then as soon as we're at the, yeah, okay. So now what we can do is we can actually teleport the boat up a little bit. And this is basically how we're going to get like up a block. So if we just do 1, is this going to be... It seems we have a flying boat here. Wait, what? How come when I get in it, it doesn't fly? What? Now that's just rude. Oh, would you look at this? Boats are rude. Look at this. This is the same command I'm running. It can't teleport when I'm in the boat. Can it teleport me? Oh, it just puts me out of the boat. I think I messed something up. Okay, here's an idea. What if we put a bubble column right underneath the boat? Doesn't really push it up very far. Aha. Okay. So there's a drag thing that tells us whether it'll drag the boat down or not. So if we just go in here. No. No, the dolphin died. This volcano is kind of dangerous. Okay, so we want to place not just any bubble column, but a upwards bubble column, which is what that should make, I think. So let's give this another try. Whoa. Oh, it worked somehow. So if we just hold forward. Wow, that can take a long time sometimes. Oh, well, hang on a second. I just was looking through some of the data stuff here. I was like trying to figure out how come it bounces sometimes and how come it doesn't bounce. And then I noticed the motion tag. Now we can't teleport the player up if they're in the boat. But what if we modify the motion tag? Specifically the second one. That is the up and down. Boats generally are not going to be messing with that, I think, so we should be pretty much fine to fiddle with that. So let's just try giving it a positive value and see if this affects the movement at all. What? Oh, it doesn't look like it's changing. It might be the same problem as before. Oh, but it combos with the bubbles. Wait a second. Wait. So if we apply the motion tag, same check, but we apply this motion tag right after doing the bubble stream, that might guarantee that we pop up at... Oh, there it goes. Oh, would you look at that? What in the... All right, we're gonna use the on controller test to make sure that we're actually in the boat before it starts doing all of it. Oh my! Good thing boats don't give you fall damage. Well, it does appear that we've found a solution. That's some pretty good height right there. Ah, there we go. Now it only triggers once. So now, if we are just riding towards shore, I think, look at that. We can adjust the height a little bit, because I think that that's too high, but that's a very minor thing. How about a 0.3? Ooh, that's like perfect. Nice, that was the first one I tried. So that's 2 out of 4. The next one we're gonna tackle is Lava Boat. Now, lava and boats are a bit of an issue for some obvious reasons, but so obviously the boats burn. So you can't really see it, but the boat is actually also sinking, I believe, which is kind of an issue. In fact, it might be the sinking that's allowing it to collide with the lava. So what I'm wondering is, can we make the boat float, A, and B, you know, not, I need to make some more boats, not burn up immediately. So boats have some useful tags here. In particular, we're going to start with invulnerable. So if we just give this the invulnerable tag. This is, oh, I'm not invulnerable. Okay, I didn't expect that. What? Okay, well, I guess we'll deal with that in a moment. But I just want to see, how does the boat react if it's invulnerable? So it's not just going to turn into an item immediately. Ah, yes. So it sinks. Oh, and I can't break it because it's invulnerable. Yes, of course. That makes sense. Well, so we'll just leave it. Boats have another tag that is, oh, it's not actually on there by default, but we can change it. They have this tag, no gravity. And I'm hoping that means they'll actually float. Maybe. Oh, look, there it goes. I have a bit of a bad feeling about this. I need to get in the boat to test if it is going to cause issues or not, like it's been. So maybe we just drink some fire resist. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that. It looks like, oh yeah, it's it's a little bit off the ground because it has no gravity. But it's not burning up, and obviously we can like skate around as much as we want. So while the boat is resistant to things like effects and fire resistance and attributes and all that jazz, I'm not. So we could potentially, oh, here we I couldn't see the command blocks. Yeah, we'll just give him some fire resist, and this should give all passengers in the boat, so it should be comboable with the other stuff, so like, you know, the sidecar and all that jazz. Wait, why is it? Oh, because I still have fire resist. I guess I should let that wear off. All right, excellent. So I added a couple more command blocks. You'll notice right now it has no gravity tag, so it should only gain that as soon as we actually go in the fire or in the lava. Oh. Well, the fire resist is definitely working. Yeah, so I guess the boat sunk to the bottom while it was applying the on-grid. Yeah, it must have had some downward momentum from... Oh, that's dangerous. That's why I gave a couple extra seconds of fire resist. Oh, and then you just take damage afterwards? Oh, that's kind of lame. Yeah, so just in case you didn't understand what was going on there, it doesn't get the no gravity tag until it's actually touching the lava. But once it touches the lava, it has that sinking effect. Well, I've kind of discovered something interesting here. In an attempt to make it so that the player is not just constantly burning, I had to raise the boat up quite a way because you can see that the hitbox sticks down like below the boat, which is questionable. But anyways, it creates this really cool hovercraft effect. So you can see I sort of fell down when I go to land. And when I, oh, you can't see it as well when I go onto the lava, but yeah, I stop burning. And so you can see boat falls and then the boat hovers a little bit. I do kind of like this hovercraft effect, almost as if it's like, I don't know, like floating from the steam or something. Or not the steam, like the heat. Somehow the boat's like modified. We might call it like the hovercraft enchant or something. I don't know. Anyway, it's a pretty cool effect. I like it. Let's add this to our main area. Okay, so before we get to the last boat enchantment, it's time to do battle with the part that I've been avoiding. This is how I was intending to transfer the information from the enchanted item to the placed boat. This is also the list of advancements that didn't work. Advancements cannot detect boat placement. And it's absolutely crucial to solve because we need a way to distinguish between like a regular boat and a boat that should have a sidecar. It basically would make the enchantments pointless if every boat had access to them, enchanted or not. So we need a way to do this, and it gets worse because there's an enchant tick. This can run stuff while we're holding an enchantment. Seems pretty useful, right? But as soon as we place the boat, it's not running anymore. So the normal method of like doing anything with enchantments is effectively useless to us. And on top of all of that, I tried to make a scoreboard to track placing the boat. But the flaw there is that it detects any jungle boat. I can't distinguish between an enchanted one or not. And then I had a thought. What if we combine the placing tracker that can detect any boat that's placed with the enchantment tracker that can track the enchantments? If we can combine these together, we may actually be able to solve our problem. Okay, so I added the information into the enchantment tick. We'll turn on this always running in the background section. And theoretically, if I place this boat, nothing should happen. But if this boat is enchanted with sidecar, something else should happen. Yes! Oh, wow. Okay. So we really had to combine the enchant and the scoreboard. That was the secret. Oh, look at that. Oh, and if you're wondering what happens to the second boat is actually invulnerable. So the player can't break it. And as soon as you break your regular boat, the other one just disappears. So it's just a temporary boat. You don't like duplicate the boats. Now you'll notice this item doesn't have any enchants on it, so we have to be able to like complete the loop and add the enchants back on. That was not the same as the first one. Let me just double check this here. There's no scoreboards that detect if you break an entity. Sorry, a boat. Boats are weird. All right, let's make sure a regular boat doesn't become enchanted. If it doesn't, yes, we can move on to the last thing. This is all of the transferring of data we need. So the speed is deceptively tricky. We're just gonna get the motion, we're gonna multiply it by a factor, and it's gonna go into this scoreboard, and then that bigger number is going to get put back into the boat. But the weird thing is that the boat doesn't have any motion. So we're going in a direction, and it should have anything beyond 0. It should not be 0. I don't know why it's 0. We can't multiply its speed if the game isn't calculating it for the boat. It's probably calculating it for the player at least, right? So if I go fast... What? Wait, so when you're in a boat, you don't have motion? Excuse me? You gotta understand, motion is literally saved in everything. Like if I'm moving here, look at that. We have motion. If I'm running around, motion. If I jump, the middle number, well, you get the point. So when there's no motion in a boat, that is really weird. That's gonna make it really hard to go fast if we have no numbers to work with. I was counting on multiplying the speed, even though I was expecting it to be infinite. No, come back. Oh, there we go. Finally out of range of the command blocks. So I got the motion to sort of work, but only when I'm out of the boat. It doesn't do anything when I'm inside, which means we may have to resort to using teleport commands, which I did not want to do. Well, this might not work either. Nope. What? I'll give you a quick recap of the teleport version. Oh no, whoops, wrong way. Not again! As you can see, it doesn't really increase the speed when you're in the boat until you jump out. So what kind of movement do we have left? Speed effect doesn't work. Speed attribute doesn't work. Motion doesn't work when you're in the boat, and neither does teleport. We might be up a creek without a paddle. Oh, wait a second. I think I figured it out. Okay, so you cannot affect the motion of a boat when it's in water, but the second it is out of water, boink, it does kind of a little jump to the side there. So theoretically, we could just have periodic jumps from the boat, and it seems to maintain a fair bit of its momentum. So if we're going this way and we jump out of water, it kind of keeps its speed, you see? Oh. So in the one of the rotations, hopefully I don't mix this up. We can put a rotation check, so that will make sure that we only go in the positive X direction when the boat is actually facing that way. Ah, of course, I mixed it up. It's the Y rotation. It's confusing because this one's first, this one's second. You would assume X, Y, but it's flipped because rotations are weird and make no sense. So now, if we're going in the opposite direction, we just do kind of a hop up. And if we're going this way... What? Hey, wait, that's the functionality we're trying to get in the beginning. Yeah, it's like it's teleporting me. If you don't believe boats are weird yet, oh man, that ought to convince you. Oh, it's the command order. It's still a little glitchy. So I put the bubble column one first and the motion one second, and now after the jump we get a speed boost. Yeah, you see that? And personally I like that a lot better. It makes a little bit more sense rather than just like teleporting forward. And this way I think we can actually just stop. Oh, it still gives you a little boost in the direction you're going. It would honestly be kind of interesting if the trade-off for this enchantment is you just can't stop. It'll just keep making you go in a direction. Oh, here, let me add the other commands. Oh, this is a wild ride. Well, this is definitely a faster boat, that's for sure. It doesn't combine the directions very well. It's like... Yeah, it's kind of weird. I do like all the little effects that are happening. It makes you feel like something's going on. It's not the most smooth ride, but it's pretty cool. If you go in a circle, you can go really fast. Wow. This is fun. It's a little unpredictable still, but it's fun. Okay, I added more diagonals, so we got 8 directions that it goes in now. And I think the next question is, how fast can we make this thing go? It's like if we want to go over there, I feel like max speed, it should be really fast to get there. As it stands, it's, you know, it's a little fast, but not too crazy. So I feel like this is a pretty good, maybe 1 or 2 speed. I'm thinking 2. The second level of 4 for the enchant, that is. So then my question is, how fast would a 4 be? So this would be max level of the enchant. Whoa! That is, that's pretty fast. What's cool too is we kind of have the, a little bit of the spray getting kicked up. Yeah, you can see the Rooster Tail. I actually had to look up the term. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. You got the Rooster Tail spewing out the back. That's awesome. Yeah, this is fast. Ooh. Oh man, when you go in a circle, that's like really fast. Straight line's a little bit slower, but not that much. Wow. That's pretty good speed. I feel like stuff can still load at that speed, but you feel like you're going really fast. Like that's gonna save you time, you know what I mean? So basically our progression could be something like this. And that would give us a nice curve. So the highest level is gonna be the hardest to get, but then you go really fast. And then the second level's, you know, noticeably quick. And then the first one's just kind of, you probably want to upgrade to at least level 2 or, you know, level 3. So we actually managed to do it, which is very technically impressive. You want to know what else is technically impressive? The fact that I lost the boat. Oh. Oh, as a side note, I've been meaning to test this. What happens if an entity destroys this boat? Does it, Oh, it works. Everything works. It's so great. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, this is a data pack. You can download it and enjoy Skizz's idea for yourself in your own world. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Some of the enchants are exclusive. You can't get the lava boat enchant with anything else. The sidecar one can go with anything. So yeah, you can combine that one, no problem. Oh no, I really hope that wasn't my Silk Touch villager. Oh dear, that's what a villager breeder's for. But yeah, anyways, download it, try it out, see what you think of it. So you can either find him rarely in the enchanting table, or if you have commands, you can just directly enchant him to try it out. Just type in Skizz_boats, and then you can tab complete it with whatever level you want it to be. The ones with no level, like Sidecar, are just level 1. Hovering. Oops, there's no apostrophe. That's been there the whole time, hasn't it? All right, there you have it. All 4 Skizz boats enchants. Try them out yourself. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Later, later.